Woohoo! Alright, what is up, guys? So we're going to do some fishing later in this video. But I bought some new stuff. So these are the hooks I've been using. Circle hooks. Proper circle hooks. And then I bought these on Amazon as well. These are red, but they're not true circle hooks, as you can tell. They're not true circle hooks. Like these other ones are. They don't have the extra shank part there. But they might work. They might just work. I don't like the feel of these, but they're pretty sharp. So they might, might work out. Feels pretty, I don't know. I mean, it's strong. It's for sure a strong hook so far. Just hand testing, I can't bend it myself, but we'll find out if those are any good. And then I bought these leaders as well that we're going to try. They're slightly different from an Eagle Claw leader, which is what I normally use. And the main difference is in the clasp and how these are attached. Eagle Claws have that little piece of metal there stamped together. These ones are like wound around. So we'll see. And these have a different clip on them that we're going to see if it's nice and strong. Funny enough, I pulled the sticker off and it doesn't say that it's a circle hook on the box. Funny enough. It literally says it's just octopus hooks. So yeah, it's funny that the Amazon listings of the circle hooks. But I have a couple different setups here and we're going to use all three of the different lengths of these leaders just to test the strength of each of them. This first one here, I'm going to set this up on like probably 3 or 4 ounces of weight, and I'm going to set it actually no, I'll probably set this one on like 1 ounce of weight. Hopefully get a gar on this one and just see if it can withstand a gar bite, basically. Or we'll catch something else on it, who knows, but we'll see how well these hooks work. And the other ones are just going to be set up on a regular snell here. They're just different lengths. And we're going to test these out on all the poles. That way we can really test the strength of them. So no matter what pole gets hit, we get to really see if these hooks work. Because I didn't get anything small to like test it on like smaller fish. We just got 6.0s. Because that's pretty much, honestly, I think I like 6.0, the 6.0 size. So yeah. That's what we're doing. Anyways, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Woo, okay, and now I have an Alabama rig. I think I said that I bought one of these earlier. Hoping it'll catch more than bass, but Tennessee regulations are you can only have 3 hooks at all. Like, in general, unless you're on like a Shabiki rig or something, however you want to call it, which is literally just for shad. And they're all tied together. So I literally took 2 baits. Really, like I feel like this green one and this blue and red one and this blue one will probably be like the most enticing for them. So on this one, I cut the hook off of this one, and I cut the hook off this one. This way, this whole rig is still weighted properly. Like, I thought about it, I was like, I want it to still stay weighted properly. Obviously, it'll get pulled out a little bit more when we actually go. But 5 little fishies swimming around, but only 3 have hooks, Tennessee regulations, and that's the middle one, and the bottom and the top. So the side ones, maybe we should swap a couple around. I mean, I guess it's technically the bottom. Yeah. It's technically the bottom and the top that we have the hooks cut off of. Hopefully that'll work good. Whoop. Alright, so we've been out here fishing for a little bit. Haven't really got a whole lot of action, but I did get some fresh yellow bass, cut it up, and actually had a flathead grab it and come up here, but it fell. He wasn't really super hooked on it. He hadn't took it all the way, so he popped off. So we dropped the bait back down there, which is just a chunky yellow bass. Not too big of a yellow bass, but he was too big to just kind of throw straight on. As for those red hooks, oh, come on, fucker, Go eat it. Come on. As for those red hooks, I can say that one good thing about them so far is that if they get hung up on something, that will actually bend. Ooh. That's a stick on there, or it might be a stick, actually. It might be a stick. You guys might just be seeing a stick. It's not really doing nothing like fish would. I think we got a branch out there. Maybe? Oh, sorry, you guys aren't seeing it because I'm trying to. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll check it here in a second. I'm pretty sure it's just a stick that's somewhere out there, and it's kind of further down on my line now, which kind of sucks. Which means I'll probably just drop and suspend the other bait the same way I have the one that just got that flathead hit on it. I'll probably suspend that. But like I was saying about those hooks, which is what's on that one, I still have one of these red hooks on that one. One good thing I can say about them is that if you do get hung up, they will pull apart because they're not super strong, which is why I didn't really like the way they felt when I pulled them out. But hey, if it'll hook a fish, I'm fine with it. As for these leaders, I can tell you that these leaders are fucking strong, dude. They're probably just as strong as an Eagle Claw. The clasp, you know, it being the way it is a little weird, but honestly, it's worked out pretty well so far. Because I got hung on a huge tree, and I lost one of those red hooks to that tree, but I didn't lose anything else. And yeah, that's definitely a tree on there. So I'll freaking reel that in and recast that one out. Probably just throw this one in. Actually, I have a pole holder, so I might throw it in further down. Just a little bit out. Down further. And just stick it on the pole holder. For a little while anyways. Definitely going to try to catch an actual flathead, because that flathead got on there, but he didn't. He didn't stay. But yeah, I think I'll use this pole bent as a I'll use that as a thumbnail. Alright, so yep, enough jibber jabber. Let's catch some fish. Alright, so like I said earlier, that one on the far end is dropped in. Right now it's actually sitting on the bottom, but twice since I've done that, I've actually had something take and run off with it. Most likely a gar, because it didn't like hit it, it just kind of grabbed it and ran away with it, and tried to like pull the whole pole over. So I moved my piece from being like right near the middle of it all the way down to on the bottom on both of them. Because if the gar want to eat the yellow bass, that's fine. I'll take a gar, but he's gonna not be an asshole. Like, look, look, so I'm playing with it again. See that? All right, come on, buddy. Come on, grab that shit, run with it. Come on, take that hook in your mouth. That's all we need. Come on, fucker. He's really playing with it right there. He's doing a lot of playing with it, but he ain't eating it yet. Hopefully soon now. Oh yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Grab that shit. Come on, fucker. Stop playing with your dinner. Come on. I don't know. That might actually be a catfish playing with it this time. But that's a nice chunky yellow bass, so he should get on it. Hopefully he'll swallow it soon. Hopefully something will eat the head of that yellow bass as well. Probably gonna throw my cast net in a couple more times. I did throw this one with a worm on it. See if there's any little yellow bass hanging out right there by the edge. Not really, not at the moment. So maybe. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, come on, get hooked on it. Oh yeah, we might just have us fish on now. Come on. I'm gonna give him a minute. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, fucker. Alright, we're gonna have to pull this fish in here. Let's see what we get. So it is a flathead. Definitely thought it was a flathead. And he's trying to steal my whole bait down there, man. I'm gonna try to get that hook out of him and save my bait. Little fucker. I mean, he's like bait size. Like, I could use him for bait, man. Maybe something to eat him. Okay, so that flathead, we did cut him up for bait. Because why the fuck not? Honestly, he literally took the entire bait in his mouth, and it was still hooked. So it hooked him in his stomach, and we basically put a hole in his stomach with the hook. And he just wasn't going to just let the bait come back up. He wasn't going to regurgitate it. He wanted to eat it. So we just, ripped the hook out of him, basically. Ripped the hook out, cut him up immediately, cut his spine so that he'd just stop breathing and shit. And he'd just be dead. And we got 3 chunks, one big fucking chunk at his middle, and then 2 smaller chunks from the back near the tail. I threw the tail itself out. The innards, I threw them out, and then the head, I threw it over here. So, maybe it'll work as maybe that head will chum the water a little in a sense. And I don't know. Maybe it'll feed some catfish or something. Maybe it'll feed some little baby fish or something, But yeah, we put it out there. And we got 3 chunks. I'm not going to use it tonight because it's already 4 something in the morning. Yeah, it's 4:07 in the morning right now. Lost a flathead that came off the hook, and we caught that flathead. So not too bad of a night. Definitely have tested the strength of those leaders that we got on Amazon. I will link those down below for you guys just because they're actually decently strong. I mean, the leader lasted better than a Snell did that had 65-pound test on it with that hook on it when I got hooked on that tree. And the leader came back to me and it had just broke the 65-pound test at the Snell. So I'd say that they're pretty strong. I've gotten hung up a couple of times on the bottom on the other pole earlier and didn't break any leaders tonight. So, I mean, I'd say that they're at least as strong as an Eagle Claw leader that you buy at Walmart. So, if you guys want some cheaper leaders to buy online and various links, I will definitely link those down below. Those hooks, I'm not going to link those down below. I do have one still out on this pole here, which is out on the yellow bass head, hoping something grabs it. So yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we don't know if those hooks are truly good at this point. But this is pretty much going to end the video here, unless I catch something else before I do pack it up and go home. I got my brother's baby shower later today, so I got to go home, go take a shower, relax a bit, eat some food, and basically get ready for that. So probably won't be sleeping here this morning, but that's fine. I kind of forgot. I almost forgot about the baby shower. Basically, I got my days mixed up on when it was. I thought it was the 11th. It's not. It's not, which is fine, whatever. Anyways, enough jabbering. Hope you guys enjoyed this little fishing adventure today. And yeah, see you guys later. Woohoo! Alright, we got a gar about 4 something in the morning here, almost 5. We got us a gar for the night. That's my 10.5 inch shoe there. That big old gar. Gonna quickly try to get that hook out of him and throw him back in the water. So yeah, I didn't want to make that too long because I'd already kept that gar out of the water enough, and because I had to walk all the way down there to get him, And then, of course, he was way too big for even any part of him to sit nicely in this. I got his tail in there finally, and was kind of able to hold him for a little bit. But he was a heavy fucker. I didn't bother to weigh him. I didn't bother to actually measure him, purely because he was already out of the water too long. I didn't want to keep him too long, and he had got really stabbed up through his fucking, like, he ate this, and then it stabbed under his mouth, and then stabbed back into his mouth. Like, he was really fucked up from it. I had to cut it off and just pull it straight out. Came out easy enough on him, though, so that was good. But, Gar fucking fun, man. Like, he took that, he bent it like a motherfucker, like, and just ran. He was running upstream with it. He tried to steal the pole. Like, he was fast as fuck. I was just hoping he wasn't going to get off. And honestly, I think the only reason he didn't get off was because he basically was biting only into the hook. You know, like, so he was just straight into metal. He wasn't biting into the line. If he was biting into the line, he probably would have broke it off. But that does let me know that those red hooks that I bought on Amazon, that's $50 for $10 for those hooks. While they're not true circle hooks, they do seem to hook pretty well, though. At least that's the only, you know, that's the first hookup with that hook. So definitely like them. You know, so yeah, they will definitely stay being used, at least for now, in my tackle box. And those leaders are really nice too. I'm really glad I bought those as well, and opted for those ones out of all the ones that were available to buy on Amazon. But yeah, that was very fun. That Gar was so much fun to fight. I love fighting Gar. I only wish, like, there was somebody down here that at that time I could have had them take a picture of me holding it up, you know. Like, we got pictures of my brother holding his Gar up. I wasn't able to get pictures of me holding mine up yet. So one of these days, though, I'll get that picture. I'm probably going to check this piece of yellow bass real quick, because I don't have any more yellow bass. I did throw a piece of that a piece of golden red horse on there that I got in my cast net earlier. I was just throwing it out. Okay, you can stop being blurry now. Anyways, yeah, we got some red horse in here, and some catfish nuggets, and I do have these in here. It's about time for me to head home, for mainly so that this bait doesn't spoil, but also because it's pretty early. Sun's coming up, birds are chirping, and yeah, all in all, pretty fun time out here tonight. Plenty of bait for later. And now my shirt's covered in slime. That's slime from the Gar, because I was holding him under my arm. To bring him over here, because he's just that big of a fucker, and I didn't want to keep fucking up his mouth. So yeah, fun. And anybody wondering, here in Tennessee, the Gar are basically protected, so you have to just throw them back if you catch them. You can't kill them, and you can't use them for bait. You can't, you know, just leave them up there. You know, it literally states you have to immediately put them back in the water. So pretty much as soon as you possibly can put them in the water, you have to put them back in the water. So luckily we don't have too bad of a Gar issue around, you know, where like you're not catching any small fish. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys later.